actually at work now. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Welcome back to another Casual Tazi Gaming. We're going to do a quick 2K stream, then I'll probably do Conan, or I'll probably do some farming for Conan offline, and do a stream later on in the night or tomorrow. Yeah, that is, so as I say, I just want all my things I'm done. I like all my things I like borrow that. I have never liked the idea of borrowing shit. And I feel like that's
No,
what extra do, you see me? You basically borrow a game until the people them say, oh, all right.
no,
Eh,
I own the membership. As far as me concerned, me own every one of them bumbuckler game get free. That me I tell you. I saw me look on PlayStation Plus X right now. Every game in a them catalog is mine. Mine.
mine until you
They can't
can't
make
pay your
pay
fees.
for it. Because I pay for it though, that's the point.
That may I say,
That's the
until you
point.
can't pay for extra.
So
You own it.
this is how me look at it. This is how me look at it. Ghost of Tsushima right now, the same director's cut for $30 that's on sale, which is generally $20. Them up it to $30 now. Suck them granny with that. Me not pay $30 for Ghost of Tsushima. Drop back the price to $20 and we'll consider it. Because it's an old ass game.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? This is a very old game though. I may beat this game 2 times already.
I want to play the game because I can play online, you see me? The only time I want the game.
The online is the online is not it. It's not it, bro. It's garbage. Actual garbage. The story of Ghost of Tsushima is one of the most beautiful crafted games. As a matter of fact, just you convince me. You convinced me. You have to download it right now. I was considering what game to download that me go take off Fortnite.
By Last of Us, my old. I feel like we can get a good because Last of Us
delete Fortnite from the console right now because we're not playing Fortnite.
And now we've got some time to check.
So no purpose for me even at that pick up store.
Thanks, Kevin. Caught up with
yeah, I'm seeing a transfer on my Fortnite too.
And we talked about the tall task of facing Anthony Edwards.
Until I have 8 days left on PlayStation Plus X.
Linebacker than a wing, so we can't foul
But fuck it, the nigga gonna get paid this week, so whatever. Early because thing is, the thing about PlayStation Plus Extra is, as me they say, $30 compared to $14 for the month. $14, actually it's $17 with that, so not the big very specific. $17 versus $30 for one game, but me can or and let's look at all the games that are on sale right now that are in PlayStation. So first off, I'm pretty sure it's the Avatar game and then PlayStation Plus Extra. Then tourism.
And yeah, you want to ask that like the monthly game then for PlayStation Plus Extra different than the one for PlayStation Essential, right?
Sometimes. Generally speaking they are. PlayStation Plus Extra game them are like catalog games where people alright, so PlayStation Plus Extra was PlayStation Now. PlayStation Now was the subscription service where you rent the game then. But they just combine it into PlayStation Plus because it never make no sense in have two different services you have to pay for. So, enough of them game. Mirage game at least. No, I think
buy some
it
I'm gonna buy the Uncharted series. We can get the 1, 2, and 3 for like $8. I'm gonna buy that.
PlayStation Plus. But if it's a game where you enjoy the buy UFC 5 fancy right now, and you get PlayStation Plus to play UFC 5. I'm like the game. Would I pay $39.99 for it?
That's the deluxe, the on sale.
Let's move on. This is the Ultimate Edition.
Point guard, my goodness.
But it is now $43 returns.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season,
on PlayStation knows that me no look on them $39.99 money there. My brain goes straight to the actual dollar figure with them other charge.
Yep. I've got to tax dog before I go to the.
And not even press them, me look on them and know what to do.
I see him $5, 5%.
Robinson. Another miss by Minnesota. And it's Utah's ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Hendricks.
After a while, I just recognize
I
the
know
rim.
we can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Like this now, the legendary collection for Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
This has all the games.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers.
Is Assassin's Creed Legendary Edition?
Before the defense is set.
And so
Yeah, legendary collection with Odyssey,
I did that maybe by last month. No, it last 2 seasons ago.
As of today, you look at the Timberwolves. They're stuck in the same spot,
But then
but
so this
still a
has
top 10 team.
Black Flag, Road,
Yeah, man, I hate it. I hate it
Origins,
by.
Taking it one game at a time.
yeah, the songs. The Syndicate was in this.
Think so.
And it's Sharp
It's
missing.
not.
Jazz leading by 7. Now George, still without a basket. Pass to Robinson.
Me even have Assassin's Creed Odyssey when they stream.
Williams against Monk.
I should try for remember.
So I mean, I understand 2K really
That's not what
need to
he's doing
have
pretty
a
good,
stream,
And
a
chance to
streamer
catch
mode.
up on some numbers.
2K need to have a streamer mode, dog. Like, you really need to have a streamer mode. If you don't want the people to stream 2K, we can't miss it and have a streamer mode.
What you mean? Tell me.
Thanks. So copyright song in the day night, bro. G.
You can disable songs.
This selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
But it's like a Fortnite can, we can listen to the music them
Gillingham's checked in.
and then time we put it on streamer mode, then I pop up on it. I prefer that, listen to the music them.
But no, that you have to mute the song then. You have to mute the music in the game. Otherwise it will come out as copyright on your stream.
Now
If you want to hear the song in your game,
and they get
that means say you are going to hear from the stream.
drops for him.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him.
So when me they do my emos, I not hear no music, you know. Me just know how the song them go.
Here's Robinson.
But if me I hear the music, it's a problem, bro.
And stolen by
It's a
Prince.
problem. But they see all of the music.
Here's
Problem for me.
Gillingham. And the slam
My
dunk
bad
by
guys, my
Gillingham.
bad man. What the man never run go right when me want him run go.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
I turned him up in no reason.
Which game me you today, dude?
Here's
Oh yeah,
Good, and the
Champs.
assist goes
Champs Trani. Yesterday. What's up? Say, 2K for 2K26. They don't want players they come off of the game to go play games like Warzone or Fortnite. So they're going to make it easier to level up the characters then by just paying $20 to upgrade the characters straight to level 99 overall.
I'm on this man.
Blood, what I know. Chaz, how much is it for 75,000 VC?
I think it's $20,
It's
yeah.
not. It's not.
George with the ball.
It's actually $9.
Nothing on the board.
Deal. So if you get two of them,
To the middle. Shot
tell me
left.
something.
Good.
Your
Hits the
character will reach 99 overall.
This is the kind of start they were hoping.
Bro, that
Yes,
really stop play 2K, dog. Me really stop play 2K.
Hey, bro, me see that last night, my bloods. Wild, bro. Come here and said, I know me not go back to this. I know me not go back to this. That's it. Them man are trying to scam me to my face now, bro. Okay,
Come on, hands up,
You know?
hands up.
Able to get
No,
away
more
with that one.
Then they'll be with them like how they want to get. Like how they want to get. Like them I get.
This is, I know I'm gonna play back 2K, you then do that bullshit, brother. The part of 2K is about the grind that bitches complain about. That getting to level up their characters. If they did a $20 thing to level up the characters to 29, brother, my life play the story mode. People just don't like play story mode. People just want to go in the park and be like, oh, you trash, you trash, you trash, you trash. Exactly.
But still,
Between the two teams.
they need to make it easier
just
for
want to live
them
up and go in the park and talk about, oh, you trash. Come
The
1v1
thing is, they
me.
need to
Come
make it easier
1v1
for
me.
earn VC.
And have no basketball intellect.
I think, bro,
Nice touch inside.
I mean, never see, yeah, me say, oh, brother, me hear go in the park and the man like, come 1v1v, come 1v1v. I say, brother, a basketball intellect me deal with, no, brother. I play this sport go right up to college. When I play for the score and play for dribble for things where you have to can do in a real life. Most of them are dribble, bring up shots just because they have time, bro. Come on, be with me. Say, I'm here. The man, bro. Come on, be with me. Come on, be with me. You're no good. They say, yeah, brother, come in a real life. I'm show you who's no good.
And here is Robinson. Pass to Kessler.
Come in real life. I'm show you who's no good.
Kessler, no good.
That's what it was still nice. Games, bro. That's why I'm trying to make it so
yeah, that's what I'm thinking about them serious dog, like
that's why I'm like, alright, so especially when it comes to sports game when we know some guys take that shit like way more seriously than they should.
Well, you expect there to be peaks
and just play more games so we can actually enjoy.
On both sides.
I like the over competitiveness of certain games. People make buy game to enjoy themselves.
Listen, I love the competition, dog. But that's why we need to build time for UFC. Cause I think about that last night. We need to start building some time to play UFC more. I want to continue the story mode. I did love UFC at the time I was growing up.
A floater. Dillingham. Utah leading by 4. George passes to Williams. And here is Robinson.
Damn, bro.
He's got 5. And then
between Star Wars and Assassin's Creed.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead. And here we go, baby. It is showtime.
So come on now.
Yeah, man. You know what? I'm continue Star Wars because yesterday's stream was pretty decent. It was a whole day stream. That's why I did run up so many numbers. We'll continue with the same tactic. We're gonna drop a few shorts. Then we're gonna start a stream. But I actually don't know what shots we got. How this? The beginning, part 1. Hey Chaz, I've seen this short that you did, bro, but I don't understand why it looked like it's like you want to say a 2 different scene, but I want to see nothing different. How did you do this? It looked like 2 different. I don't want to zoom. It looks so odd. This is understand, don't know. Light. Jaja, may have one copyright with this and some Star Wars song in the game. What's up? With all the music they play this stream, another stream and them all say I one of the Star Wars symphony seconds, 10, 15 seconds. I fuck it. What time then? Really? That's some bullshit. Let me come shout out to them. Speak enough. If you make quota. That's crazy. I'm gonna play this Suicide Squad. It. Alright. Industry just a startup and yeah. Bang, 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 bang. Then we jump into blackness and that's what the difference. Carelessness.
For AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Here's Dillingham, guarded by Robinson. And it's sent back by Kessler.
And look, Kessler just has a nose for the ball. He is a certified shot blocker.
That's really stuff.
To the inside, here's Hendricks, and that one is hammered home.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up.
That player is them still need work. I just want to make one more switching search right now.
Was simply terrific. He tallied 50 points, and his active hands were on display again with a lot of steals. Those were video game numbers he put up in that last game.
I've just been having
Boy, it had
fun.
the league a buzz. We'll see what he's got in store tonight. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Here's Brogdon. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. And George, here we go.
Don't want to send my party test to that stick, guys.
And George kicks to Clarkson. 6 to shoot. Shoots over McDaniel. A shot by Clarkson, no good.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Pass to Dillingham. Now here's McDaniel. Up and in on the layup. Now just a 4-point Utah lead.
Well, smart idea from McDaniels, looking to convert inside.
And standing 6'9", Jaden McDaniels possessing tremendous length for a perimeter defender.
Yeah, Kevin, and he can really move his feet, too. Jaden McDaniels is clearly one of the best and most versatile perimeter defenders in the league.
Minnesota with the ball, following the bucket by the Jazz. Here's McDaniels. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Jazz leading by 6. Pass to George. 41 seconds left here in the opening quarter.
Oh, why, thank you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Here's Dillingham. He's got 9. Count it. Good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
McDaniels against Clarkson. Outside, George. Pass to Brogdon. Here's Filipowski. The Jazz working the ball around now. Here's Wagner. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. And so it's the Utah Jazz with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll return shortly. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Jazz performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. We've got Jayshawn Tate, Dillingham. Is out there with Kevin Huerter. Then it's Jaden McDaniels. And it's Miller in at center. Here's Dillingham. After the made shot from Robinson. Pass to Tate. Herter with it. Tate with the ball. He has yet to score. And finished off by McDaniel.
What bounce from McDaniels, just leaping into the air for that dunk.
Outside Robinson. Here's Filipowski. Miller grabs the miss. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Pass to McDaniels. For the three. Sinks the triple. McDaniels got 5 points now in the quarter.
Look, when McDaniels can hit the three, that really helps their spacing.
Now Robinson. 9 points in the game so far. The shot by Brogdon wide open. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Got a piece of it. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Miller with a screen on Wagner. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Now here is Robinson. Brogdon outside. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Robinson's got his 5th assist in this one.
And the confidence Brogdon has in himself. Recognizing when to let it go.
Dillingham with it, guarded by Robinson. Pass to Tate. And here's Herter. 5 to shoot. All alone. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And here is Robinson. Clarkson looking for an opening. Robinson left side.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Here's Dillingham, guarded by Robinson. Tate the pass to McDaniels. Here's Dillingham. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Clarkson kicks to Brogdon. Clarkson against McDaniel. Clarkson on the wing. Still yet to score. Shoots over McDaniel. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
It's rebounded by Herter. Timberwolves trail. Here's Dillingham. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And so Clarkson will bring it up for Utah. Coming in on a 19-game win streak. They're set to achieve something very few teams have ever done. A win tonight would be their 20th win in a row.
Well, of all the ways to establish yourself as a powerhouse, this may be the best way to do it, by going on a phenomenal streak and looking practically unbeatable. One thing you can tell right now, they are playing with swagger, a sort of poise that they're backing up with execution. Not easy to do.
Robinson for three. Miller grabs the miss. Miller's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Stolen by Robinson. The Jazz have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. Free throw good, Robinson. It's so easy, Coach, to highlight the athleticism, but there's certainly a mental aspect to the game as well. And I know you value that as a coach.
You can never, Kevin, overestimate how important intelligence
Don't
is.
understand this sometimes.
Or have
Every
been
time I
around the
change
NBA for
the
30 years,
sucks.
and I have never seen one really good player wasn't really smart.
Here's McDaniels following the bucket by the Jazz. Stolen by Robinson. And now Utah, fast break. And now look at the upcoming schedule for the Jazz. On Thursday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Friday, they'll go up against the Grizzlies.
Very early.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight.
Very late.
The last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Here's what Utah's going with right now. Hendricks is checked in.
Some
and
bullshit.
it's George in for Brogdon. Gillingham with it, guarded by Robinson. Here's Sharp. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
Oh, this was it.
And it's Robinson with the jam.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his pace is taking that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Jumps up, and then Robinson slams it in.
Well, that is why George is a first-round pick. He's adept at moving the ball.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
All right, a chance to see stats for Anthony Edwards. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. He's putting up 29 points a game, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, he gives you something to build around night after night. Reliability is huge in this league.
Here's Robinson. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Left side, George. The shot from 20 feet away. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, the NBA has split its draft into 2 days. The league's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, says rosters have expanded and we're seeing a larger influx in talent, a lot of times in the second round. This format will do justice to those slept-on players.
Stuff, DA. Some Hall of Famers from that second round, for sure.
Lakers in 5.
Right now.
That didn't age well.
That's right. No.
That did not end well at all.
Me too. Just absolutely
I did not expect. Yeah, man, that.
Outside.
Man, them whole buckler run.
Prince, the best of Monk. Here's
That made no sense. The whole look has been huge challenge. I did not expect. And the Jinxie man them.
And the Timberwolves also making a change.
More than Jinxie you.
For Dillingham.
Fight.
Here's Monk. Still scoreless. Shot clock at 5.
Turning up.
You read mangas, right? Mangas.
Yeah. Manga.
Yeah. Manuals. Like Korean manga.
And now it's a 12-point
If I'm not shonen, then I know that.
Miller outside.
Alright, so never. But I see the one where you can't read, isn't it?
Oh, Mr. Manga, post my song. Mr. Manga this morning.
Kessler's got
more you read. You can watch the anime series, but I think anime series is fit compared to the manga so far, isn't it? The beginning of the end. But it just reached our episode 4, so it's supposed to pick up.
Take a break.
Man, drop this one clip here. Then I go see if I can find something else what a blackness I can also drop. Which game is some of the other download? I swear to God, I can't remember the name of the fucking game. All of
Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost of Tsushima. Real talk, brody. Respect.
Yeah.
I hope I have enough space. Download it right now. And
good on the second half. We've got some talented defensive big man in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge him. Anthony Davis is great. But I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Isn't he something else, Dan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
The Timberwolves shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Only like 4 or 5.
That one is off.
Before some of the only game of any intention that
and the second free throw, good.
And working, giving themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
That way, man.
And George kicks to Williams. Brogdon outside. Pass to Hendricks.
Imagine somebody training, right? But man pass and whole and skills still, but man very peculiar, like man doing his own thing, like man is a free will person, like carefree person, you see me? So no sir. I'm among me read, you see me? So man basically there's somebody called the sword saint sage. The man have a disciple. And the man teach somebody before. You have 2 disciples. The first disciple create one sect. You see me? The second disciple, the man just literally find him and realize the man have talent and start training him. But because the second disciple, the man lock himself up now on mountain top and tell nobody say don't disturb me. Like the rest of me, because the man old and now the same soul old, so the man say don't disturb me. Like literally nobody disturb me. They come to him and I'm a kid about 10-year-old to try if the kids come and join the sect. But the man say, if you come over here, because of everybody in the sect, so I'm stop disturb us. So now the kid grew up, you see me, and left. Because the soul decides I'm going to travel the world. He don't train him, you see me, I'm going to travel the world. And left the man to just fend for himself. So the sect decides they want to come control him, you see me? Like, basically, I tell him, say, you need to return to the set because, may have the same master and Ray. You see me? I try to use the word that, you see me? So, a man, them literally find him and tie him up. You see me? Halfway through the journey, the man tells you, I want piss. You see me? Man, they go untie man. A man knock out everybody and run away and hide and start hiding identity you. And 2 years later, there's this big martial arts contest, and the man pop up, and who was second like, because the man start destroy everybody in that martial arts. So who was second like, everybody like, who is he? He's not from a renowned sect. He's not from a renowned family. So the sect master decides, you know what? I got revealing identity. Man revealing identity, and the kid look for the man and say, I'm gonna run away again.
Not wasting any time and taking the shot.
I don't care what go back to this sec. What the man said, no, he ain't ready for go there. He ain't ready for experience the world. The man didn't want more than almost 20 years in life. Of course the man want to experience the world.
Lebowski passes to Hendricks. A great one.
Some of them manga here, some of the dopest things them you. But the tell us a runway youth.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Pass to George. That's where a screen on Monk to the right side. Williams kicks to George. Launches it. Prince grabs the miss.
And he can punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Edwards looking it over. To the inside. Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Yeah, it just seems like every year Edwards gets more comfortable running the pick and roll.
When they come from the street.
We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Hendricks. And Utah again with the bucket.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession. Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
Filipowski passes to George. Launches a three. The shot, no good. And so it's Utah. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous streak they've been dialed in so far from the field. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Hey there, everybody. Shaq says hi. Kenny says hi, too. Yes, we are in the midst of the NBA season and a perfect time to see how things are coming together in the West. Swerving off topic for a moment, I need you guys to weigh in on this. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Oh, man, it's a hot dog. Jeez, it's right there in the name.
Well, it's got meat, correct?
Right.
It has bread.
Right.
Isn't that what it takes to make a sandwich?
Stuffed between bread?
That's not how it works. Every summer they have a hot dog eating contest, not a sandwich eating contest. They're different.
I really feel sandwich.
It's a hot dog and a sandwich different.
Changing focus
It's a
now
hot
to
dog
the tough
and a
first
sandwich
half for the Minnesota
different.
Timberwolves.
Their defense has been trash. That is, if you can call it defense. I call it being lazy.
Yeah, it's lazy. They've been outworked.
Actually, if I think there's a different, I think a hot dog is a sandwich.
And so far, they haven't answered the bell.
Let's say a hot dog is a sandwich, personally speaking.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. They've got Walker Kessler. George is out there with Robinson. Then it's Williams. And it's Hendricks.
Another one. Another one.
As they begin the second half. The shot by George, no good. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 15-point and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks? Yeah, payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof, but look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security.
Timberwolves trail by 13. Over in the corner, Edwards. Pass to Monk. There's the triple. Edwards can't hit. The Jazz shooting it very well tonight. 57%. And Williams with the basket on the assist by Robinson. And it's 9 points for Williams.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Edwards passes to Miller. And Robinson comes to help. Here's Monk. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Knocks down the 3 ball. Edwards got 21 in the game.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage. Not a great start to the second half, just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Robinson down low. Monk defending. Robinson, that's good.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Now here's Prince. Nabbing another steal.
And every swipe he comes up with inches him closer
to the
second spot on the most steals in a season.
Well, his defense has been historic as he marches towards second on the all-time steals list. The shot by Monk is no good.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only one for the first 5.
And he makes that one. And it's now 22 points for Robinson.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Monk dishes to Miller. Pass to Edwards. Over George. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Jazz leading by 16. Robinson drives in. Tries again. Here's Hendricks. Back to Robinson. There's a screen. 5 on the clock. Second chance shot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the
That's a better position.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Jazz have shot just above 55% of the line, going 5 of 9. And he sinks the second. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Miller outside. Back to Edwards.
Yo, man, I remember because I have a collection thing here.
Bro, Jimmy, there, man.
They've given up a lot.
Goes as a stream at the 44 minutes to the 1 so just this way, that time I come back. Me just start this stream when I come back because I'm going to need something to play when we're done Star Wars. Star Wars are almost finished.
Bro, no. I'm just buy it and download it this time too.
Yeah, buy Ghost of Tsushima right now. Chaz, trust me, bro. Well, just consider what man. So, Zim, consider this. You can pay for 3 months, which I'm gonna do. Effective 3 months of PlayStation Plus Extra. Which I got the same price. Spider-Man, $42. You pay $39.99 plus tax, so $43 with tax.
Yeah.
3 months. And that they are going to start with my PlayStation Plus to renew on the 20th. So maybe I have that from May 20th to July. And see that the argument is free to start.
I'm just going to buy for the year. I have enough to buy for the year. I'm going to buy courses this year.
But do you need it?
Yes, I need it. I'm spending $130 a year for PlayStation Essential. I can spend $79.
He's averaging about 30.5 points a game.
Better, bro. Anyway, I look at it, it's better. It's better. I have that, and then if I want to upgrade it, I'll just spend the $30 if I want to upgrade it.
Here's Robinson.
Bro.
26 points for Robinson.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Pass to Prince. Back to Monk. Over Robinson.
Again.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Hendricks, good.
Again.
Hendricks has got 24.
Again, I got him again.
Hey guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Jazz.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Yeah, the defender all over.
For Utah, they have not shot all that well from the free throw line, 6 of 11. And he makes the first. And he makes both free throws. Now Edwards. He's got 24. Miller with a screen on George. Lobbed up there for Miller. Williams with the steal. Here's Robinson. And the dunk by Robinson.
Any any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards, and once again off the mark by Minnesota.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this usually. Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Lebowski, he's checked in for the Jazz. Daniels, he's checked in for Minnesota. Dillingham comes in for Edwards. Miller, the pass to Sharp. Now Dillingham, guarded by Robinson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Dillingham's got 12 in the game.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Robinson dishes to George. Williams with a clean look. A shot's good on the assist by George. George has got assist number 7 for him tonight.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Now, here's Sharp. He puts up decent numbers on a nightly basis, averaging about 10 points a game. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Monk for 3. No good that time. So, it's Utah now. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. And Miller with the block. Getting the latest now from our sideline.
Oh, nah. My bad. My bad.
Kevin, thanks.
I was going to try to go for the steal and I gave up halfway.
Deals both completed. League talk now turns to expansion. Commissioner Adam Silver says if you're a successful organization, I think it makes sense over time to continue to grow. There's no doubt that there are a lot of great cities we're interested in having in the NBA. Kevin?
You're so right, David. We could lay out 3, 4, 5 cities right now that would beg to have professional basketball. Here's McDaniels after the made shot from Robinson.
Finish.
Williams, and it's a great finish.
Oh, my.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Now, here's McDaniels. 10 points for him. And the slam dunk by Dillingham.
A developing part of McDaniels' game that could elevate him to the next level.
Robinson passes to Kessler. Offline with his 3. Minnesota's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Miller with a screen on Robinson.
Come on, man.
Dillingham, no good. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Filipowski and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first. Yeah, easy call.
The Jazz have gone 8 of 13 from the free throw line.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage.
Got me 9 out of 9.
For the Jazz, Wagner's checked in for Walker Kessler. And Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for Robinson. Timberwolves also changing it up. Burton's checked in for Sharp. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Miller. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Minnesota shooting 43% from the floor. Huerter kicks to McDaniels. Monk outside. From the arc. Trains it from beyond the arc. Monk's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, he was scuffling with this shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
George passes to Brogdon. Fires from deep. Bangs home the trifecta. Brogdon's got 7.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now, here's McDaniels. He's got 10. Pocket 6. Pass to Monk. And that one's good. Burton.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. they may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Here's Brogdon. 7 points in the game. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 9.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
In the corner, Dillingham with it. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Yeah, they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Pass to Wagner. Brogdon
Yes,
inside the
Brogdon.
line. And rebounded by McDaniels. McDaniels got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Over to the wing. Williams against Herter. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Utah leading by 22. Here's Brogdon. Tries again. Rebound Minnesota. 44 seconds left in the third quarter. Monk with the ball. Brogdon picks him up to the left side wing. Dillingham, no good. Utah has gone 2 of 3 when they've ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. George, the quick look, no good that time.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Pass to McDaniels. Now Dillingham. Monk outside. Fade away. And there it is for him. Monk's got 11.
Yeah, that fadeaway gave him more than enough space to get that shot up.
At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Utah out in front, just dominating this one. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Well, that is what coaches want from their point guard. Set others up, play the game the right way.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Jayshawn Tate out there with McDaniels. Then it's Dillingham. Then it's Kevin Herter. And it's Shannon in at the 2 spot.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Brady lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Now, here's Brogdon. Hey, Coach Van Gundy, what advice would you give to the teams that are rebuilding around their young players?
Well,
I should have just gone off.
What I say is get some veteran leadership, some veteran presence on your team also, so that you have guys that can show the young guys what professionalism is and help them in their adjustment to the NBA.
Yeah, getting the right kind of veteran, right, with the right kind of message.
That's a great point. Just having an older guy is not the answer.
Lee's checked in for Minnesota.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
I want to attack Shannon. You so bad. Don't fall him. Don't fall him.
Good D by Brogdon.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Here's Robinson. Takes it off the glass. Robinson's got 36.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Lee against Robinson. Back to Lee.
Good catch.
Wagner with the rebound. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break.
That's his first personal foul. First team.
He's off on the first. Burton's checked in for the Timberwolves. Dillingham comes in for Lee. That one is no good. Well, Stan, the NBA awards impact so much.
I don't understand it. When it may go over it too late.
How do you feel about the structure of award voting?
Well, right now, Kevin, there's about 100 panelists that each get a vote, and that seems like as good an approach as any.
Ooh.
Certainly, I need to be on that panel, and you know, I mean, I think we'd probably get more worthy award winners if they would just let me pick them myself.
I was expecting that bucket to go.
Well, you know, they make your picks public, and a lot of times voters are uncomfortable with that.
Yeah, that doesn't really bother me. I'm used to people disagreeing with me anyway. I have a family, Kevin. Well, coming out of the half, he's been much more aggressive, helping them space the floor.
And then Robinson slams it in.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. So it's the Timberwolves now, after the basket by Utah. Pass to McDaniels. There's the screen. The three-pointer, no good.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now, here's Brogdon. Lets it go from 11, and it falls over the rim and in.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Minnesota's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Pass to McDaniels. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Wagner's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Why didn't you pass it to me?
Here is Robinson. Lob pass to Wagner. He can't hit
Wagner! Wagner!
Should have been a simple pass and finish. Ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
And it's in there. Clarkson's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Here's Dillingham. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Tate from past the arc. Rebound, Utah. Robinson's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Not going to go that time.
That's my bad.
Minnesota with the ball. Now, here's McDaniels. Pass to Burton. Dillingham with it. And another steal for him.
And the thief strikes again. He's piled up so many steals this season.
And the effort has been there all year long. And now he is tied for second on the list for most steals. We know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
Here's Brogdon following the 3 by Minnesota. Pass to Robinson. Now, here's Clarkson. 6 on the shot clock.
Oh, no. Prince Stefania.
From the baseline. The rebound by Sharp.
Man, know I'm sneaking.
Rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Kicks it out to Prince. Lets the 3 fly. Filipowski grabs the board. Filipowski's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Now, here is Robinson. It's blocked. And
you get that steal? Oh.
Edwards passes to Miller. Monk against Clarkson. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Sharp and out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Clarkson. Utah calls timeout, and the league trying to get a bit more competition in the All-Star game. Greg, you got any ideas there?
Well, cash prizes seem to work well for the in-season tournament. Even a little something might help up the ante just a bit.
Now Brogdon. Anderson in the post, working on Prince. Anderson can't get it to go. The Timberwolves shooting for the game at 42%. Monk with the ball. Guarded now by Anderson. Down low. Here's Miller. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Malcolm Brogdon. And the first one drops.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Robinson. Brogdon outside. Outside Robinson. Pass to Newton. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Newton's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Edwards. Prince outside. To the middle.
Foolishness. Foolishness.
Defense from Wagner.
Foolishness.
Defense does
Foolishness.
just enough to alter that shot.
Here's Filipowski, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
The Jazz making a switch here. I've heard some talk about this idea, Stan. What do you think about adding a one-on-one tournament to the All-Star weekend?
Wow, Kevin, I love that idea. And if you could get the better players to play, I think there would be some serious interest in that from fans and some great competition among the players.
We see it every night in the NBA. That's what we all crave for, right? We want to see the biggest names against each other.
Yeah, every night we want to see the best players one-on-one against the other great players in the league.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Utah's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Robinson for 3. The rebound by
was
Sharp.
Supposed to be at 2. Well, okay.
Sharp's got 11 rebounds in the game. Edwards passes to Sharp. Monk for 3. They get a hand on it. Utah shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. And then Robinson slams it in.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Now here's Prince. Back to Edwards. Pass to Miller. Outside Edwards. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the first one at the line is good. And the Jazz making a change here. Collier's checked in, and Monk drops them both.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Nice open look, but it's no good. Now here's Monk, the fast break chance. The shot's good on the assist by Prince. Monk's got 18 points now here in the second half. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Robinson
Come on.
Misses. Minnesota shooting for the game at 42%. Miller inside. He's guarded by Williams. Miller dishes to Monk.
Stuffing.
And the NBA helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil. Do you expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the long-term view in mind.
Here is Miller after the basket by Utah. For three, Edwards. Robinson pulls it in.
Might be time for a little different approach. His shot hasn't been falling here in the second half.
Come
His
on.
performance today, guys, is really, I think, a beauty. A triple-double for him today.
Monk outside. Prince setting a pick for Monk. Pass to Edwards.
I'll be right.
Carries it from three-point range. Edwards got 27 points.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Jazz.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And on the year, looking at their record, this team will make it 49 wins.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Robinson.
Yeah, we witnessed a special performance tonight. It's not just the triple-double. It's the example he set out there. Outstanding leadership.
He needed to convert on all of those. Missed opportunities at the line are the last thing they need right now.
Robinson on the wing. Monk defending. Fires from the wing. Robinson misses.
No, that's too late. We're not I'm a 90 overall. 90 mid-range shot. I guess I can't hit one. I have one.
And the foul called on Shea.
I saw the pass a man.
And due to the bonus, we'll be heading to the free throw line.
Yeah, that's a bad move there. Stops the clock and puts the other side on the line.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Here's Robinson. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Robinson's got 46 points.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
And the layup's good off the glass. Robinson's got 48.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And so it's Utah easily.
Right, MP. They can't stop you.
Good win. Let's keep it going.
Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope I see you when I see you, man.